Hi, this is Arthur Carmazzi, best-selling author and currently ranked as one of the world's top 10 thought leaders in organizational culture and leadership. And welcome to the Night of Transformation. Today we are looking at part 6 of 8 of how we can use gamification to affect organizational culture. And very specifically today, we're looking about gamification rewards, all right? So if you remember, let's look back at some of the things we've already learned. We know that, that we start with an objective, and of course, that objective will we need to have behaviors in order to achieve that objective. And of course, we need to have and discover the emotional drivers that create those behaviors. And of course, we need themes to make the whole thing kind of fun. And then of course, the last video, we talked about the actual mechanics that create the whole thing. And this video is going to take that to the next level because now if you remember in the last video, we were talking about the different mechanics. So your objective, and we, in this case was leadership, the example that we gave, and that created a specific set of behaviors which created specific emotional drives, and the mechanics were designed to fill the emotional drives, if you remember from the last video. So, if you remember, we had 4 elements of the mechanics of the last video, and this, for the purpose of an example in this video, we are going to be talking specifically of one, although some of the others are also going to be kind of put in there, but the one that is the most complicated would be the quests out of the 4 that we chose in the last video. So if we are going to be looking at quests, how do we structure the quests? So you've got quests, and we discussed that the quests are for teams within the organization to literally find the heroes within the organization itself, and of course promote them by showing everybody all of the heroic deeds like supporting people, like helping people, like being cooperative, etc. All of the different things that are related to creating an organizational culture and living the values of that organizational culture. So, let's look at some examples of what could happen. First of all, once they find a hero, let's say, hey, you're a hero, and we're going to give you a hero badge. Now, of course, badges are pretty cool. You got to have all these little badges and everything else. And once you have the badge, well, that's really cool. But maybe you do more heroic things. And over a period of time, the next thing would be where you have a number of badges. And let's say, for example, after you hit 7 badges, now you get to go to the next level. Now, if you're going to the next level, of course, each level has got to be a little bit harder to achieve, right? Because, well, it's a gamified system, and, the things that you need to do in order to get to that next level, like more badges and things like that, are going to be more difficult, all right? And of course, then, remember, we were also talking about we wanted cooperation within the gamified system. And cooperation, well, it requires teamwork and cross-departmental or cross-team cooperation. So, first of all, for every team that is going out there looking for heroes, they're going to need to find legitimate heroes, that they're going to be giving badges to, right? But the heroes can't be within their own team necessarily, so they're going to be in other teams. So that means that people within the other teams are going to be getting badges. And of course, people from the other teams are also going to be giving badges to each team, to that team as well. So therefore, you've got this kind of mix where the people within the team, in order to actually get points, then they must actually find people from other teams, not just within their own team, and vice versa. This way, all the people within the teams that are legitimate heroes get recognized. And of course, the more people that you recognize, give badges to, plus the more people that have badges within your team, and of course, even the different levels of badges that they have, that is going to equal a certain amount of points. And when you have, let's say, for example, 50 points, then you have a star achievement, So, what does all that mean? Well, that's where we go into the second section of rewards, right? So first of all, let's say that your achievements are keys to unlock specific rewards. So each team achievement, each star achievement that they have, unlocks a number to a combination. And inside of that combination, let's say inside of this box where it's locked by this combination lock, there's money. And let's say that money is designed to have a party so that everybody can basically enjoy, have some nice food, nice music, etc. And so this is a fund for a party. So every time that team reaches a certain level, they get closer to opening that strong box that has the money in it. Now, for those of you that remember about what are the elements that make things interesting and fun, it's the anticipation. It's like, whoa, we've got something a little bit closer. So you get the immediate need for achievement. The emotion for achievement is filled right there the moment you get that thing. Even though you haven't gotten the money, you're still getting closer to it, and so therefore you are getting that gratification. And of course, remember, for those of you that also watch the Where's Your Brain series, this also releases dopamine, and dopamine is the neurotransmitter that helps you to basically feel excited when you're going to get something, or at least getting closer to getting something. So then on the personal level, okay, for every level that as soon as you hit a new level, there's a little ceremony. And every time you hit this new level, where there's a new ceremony that you attend, and for each ceremony, you are given meal vouchers. And of course, the higher the level you go, the better the restaurant the meal vouchers are for. And so, you have these kind of displayed out there. So it's like, oh, okay, this restaurant for this, for this level, this restaurant for this level. And it could be probably a meal voucher for 2 people. So, okay, all of basically the reward elements are there to support the mechanics, and we've already gone through all of these. There's only 2 more left, which are basically expanding the game players, and of course getting feedback and making sure that we know how to measure all this stuff and make sure that people are seeing the measurements so that they know where they are. And of course, if you want to gamify your company, or if you are a trainer and you want to help companies gamify their work processes, well, then go to gamification.coach. That's www.gamification.coach, and get certified with an internationally accredited certification in work gamification. So this is Arthur Carmazzi wishing you great success.